Thursday, October 27th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Start off with a couple of the cameras across the beautiful state of North Carolina. That is the Avalon Pier web camera there along the Outer Banks at Kill Devil Hills, where the temperature this morning sits at 58. Not much of a significant wind this morning. And we'll take a look at Charlotte. Looking good this morning. That's the Dowd YMCA camera, and we have some high clouds and increasing overhead. We'll see a good deal of those clouds building throughout the day. 53 the temperature there in Charlotte. So temperatures this morning are not as cold as yesterday due to this blanket of cloud cover arriving from the west. There's your highs yesterday. What a nice day. Certainly cold to start the day. But yesterday afternoon, some really nice weather overall. Triad area high temperatures in the mid and upper 60s yesterday afternoon. And in the Charlotte viewing area, it was upper 60s and lower 70s out there. Here is today's fall photo of the day sent to us by our friends at Grandfather Mountain. That's the Linville Falls Visitor Center. What a great shot there. And if you want to head up to the mountains and check out some of the great fall color, you could not have picked a better weekend ahead to do it. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, the weather looks fantastic all 3 days. And look at those temperatures. 60s and 70s over the weekend. Not bad at all. All right, before we get to that, though, we have a cold front moving through late today. At the moment, nothing happening locally. There's an area of low pressure up in the parts of Ohio this morning that's spreading a lot of rain through Ohio and parts of western Pennsylvania. And then as you get into eastern Pennsylvania and New York State, it's cold enough to support snow early this morning. I've been highlighting this for you throughout the week, so no surprises here. You're going to see that little footprint of snow move from Pennsylvania up through New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, western Massachusetts as well. Here's what it looks like in terms of the snow accumulation map on Futurecast, and you can see that snow potential there, 3 to 5, maybe 6 inches here or there, some higher totals in parts of Maine as we go through today and tomorrow. Now, trailing down from that area of low pressure that's causing all of that, you have a cold front. Notice the rain kind of broken in nature, just some scattered showers along that front in Kentucky and Tennessee. That's the part of the front we will catch, and so I think just a few showers this afternoon and into this evening. So here's what it looks like on the surface map, that cold front approaching and then moving in as we get into this evening. So here's the high resolution modeling, and I think this is the right idea. Just a few isolated showers here or there as we go through this afternoon and into this evening. It'll be hit and miss. If you catch a shower, it's not going to be terribly heavy or long lasting, but there will be a few showers out there. And here's your highs. Not bad at all today in spite of a pretty good amount of cloud cover. Now tomorrow we're going to be behind that front, so the sunshine returns basically in full force once we get to mid-morning or so on our Friday. So the front goes off to the east, and you may think behind a cold front it's going to be cooler. Not the case tomorrow. As notice the wind direction here will be out of the west, northwest, and northwest, and that means the wind is coming down from the higher mountain elevations down into the Piedmont and the foothill zones. So that is what we call a downsloping flow, and so because of that, a real big cool down. Temperatures in the 70s for highs tomorrow. And then here comes the big warm up we've been talking about for the weekend. That warmer air pushing in from the southwest as Saturday unfolds. So there's your Saturday highs across the region. Pretty warm, then even warmer on Sunday. There's Sunday afternoon's highs. And let's fast forward to Monday for Halloween. Looks good. A few degrees off of Sunday's numbers, but still looks good for all the trick-or-treaters coming up Monday evening as well. No tropical troubles. It is quiet all across the Atlantic Basin. Nothing happening there, nothing brewing of concern in the tropics. All right, here's what is happening in the upper levels. You have this piece of upper-level energy moving this cold front through the region today, and behind it, notice this bit of a ridging setup. This is Tuesday of next week. And then eventually, the European, toward the end of its run out toward the end of next week, continues to want to indicate a pretty good trough diving into the eastern part of the country. We'll see. But certainly the first half of next week looks quite warm. So here's our showers with our cold front this afternoon and into the evening hours. This is the GFS model. Behind it, not a whole lot to show you. There is Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Again, just a warm, dry setup. Monday, a little backdoor cold front moves in, but it just shaves a little bit off our temperatures. It's still a pretty warm setup. And I think by, this is Tuesday, then certainly by Wednesday, we're back into the warm air, and it still looks pretty warm for Thursday, too. So, again, there's there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, and I think we're looking at highs by Wednesday back up into the low 80s in many spots once again, and then we'll see if that trough tries to buckle in toward the end of next week. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.